Welcome to the Art Den, where we meet all kinds of artists who make all kinds of art. We gain an insight into their lives and find out what inspires them. Today's theme is furniture art. I'm Judy, and with me in the studio today is furniture artist Niki Mellor. Her thriving business, Grandma's Attic, is based in Birstall, West Yorkshire. Niki takes unloved furniture items and gives them a new lease of life. As a soldier's daughter, Niki was brought up in the army. She painted as the family travelled around, and she always had colouring books when they travelled by plane or by ship. Niki won a regional art competition at the age of 7 and remembers her winning painting of American Indians in the rainforest with their teepees, lots of birds and lots of zigzags. The prize was a £1 note. Niki has expressed her creativity in many ways, painting landscapes and portraits and making abstract art, jewellery and sculptures. 6 years ago, she discovered a passion for painting furniture. Join us as we delve into Niki's experiences as an artist and discover the stories behind her artistic journey. Hi Niki, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolute pleasure. Let's go on with the questions. Could you tell us about how you developed a passion for painting furniture?
It all started about 6 years ago. A friend of mine asked me to paint a vanity table for her stepdaughter, and I did it and absolutely loved it. And that was the spark that started everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just like that?
Just like that. Yeah, absolutely fell in love with just transforming something from shabby to chic.
Nice. Yeah, I love it, love it. So you enjoy taking unloved furniture items and making them loved again. How do you do that, and what do you enjoy most about the actual process?
I usually pick things up from marketplace. People give me furniture that they don't want, that's just seen better days. And then I take it, and the whole process, the painting's actually the last part of the process. So the process of preparation and the anticipation of seeing that transformation, that's the whole package.
Yeah. So it's an excitement of like what's going to come out of this thing, what you're going to create.
You don't even know.
Wow. Yeah, I love it. Really nice. That's great. So you like nature and soft, earthy tones.
Yeah.
How would you describe your artistic style?
I do love nature, and I do like the greens and the earthy tones, the browns and things like that. I get a lot of the inspiration from like being out in the countryside, specifically the Yorkshire Dales. Love the Yorkshire Dales. And bringing nature outdoors, indoors in my work. A lot of my work is natural wood. So trying to keep it as natural as possible. Not always painting it, but restoring it, bringing the grains out of the wood, the different types of wood, using different oils and finishes.
Oh, nice, nice. So you have like lots of different materials and things you use to bring the wood back to its beautiful state. Oh, nice, that's super. So what challenges have you faced in your life, and how has art helped you to overcome them?
Art has been a huge support in my life as a single mother, bringing my adorable son up, who's now grown up, married, his own family. But art supported me to support him. So it was always like a crutch for me. It was something that I knew I could do. And I believe if you've got a skill or a talent, you've got to use it and make it work for you. And that's what I did. So art was very much alongside me as I was bringing my son up.
Lovely, yeah, really great, yeah, lovely. So where do you find your inspiration?
Inspiration comes from absolutely everywhere and everyone. Mostly my grandmother, she was a massive inspiration to me growing up. She was an artist herself. And she taught me a lot of things, a lot of processes, a lot of different styles, a lot of different mediums. So I did take a lot from her, which I now incorporate into my furniture art.
Right. Yes, that's lovely. Could you tell us about Grandma's Attic? How has your business developed?
It started, as I've mentioned, with Vanity Table.
Yeah.
And then it progressed. Over the years, I've watched it move from just being done in a bedroom, my son's old bedroom. I now have a workshop, and then progressed to getting a website. And now I actually have my art in Lords of Ingleton, which is like antiques and salvage and things like that.
Wow.
So definitely branching out. It's slowly but surely expanding, which is my vision for going forwards.
Yeah. Oh, fabulous. Brilliant. So what's happening with it at the moment? What's what stage your business is at the moment? What have you got? Just the latest developments and what's coming up.
So as well as doing lots of commissions, which involves like a consultation with a client. I do a lot of those. I do a lot of freehand stuff, which is my own creativity. As well as having the space in Lords. I'm also looking to move with the Arcade of Dewsbury, which is going to be the first community or artist-owned, run arcade in the country, which is going to benefit artists from all walks of life. So your textiles, your sculpture, your furniture artists, painters, everything. Which is really, really exciting and good for the town of Dewsbury as well.
Oh, definitely, that sounds brilliant. Oh, excellent. So so you mentioned you do a lot of commissions. What's your process? How do you go about that?
So a client will contact me, and they will have absolutely no idea what they want to do with a piece of furniture. So I go in and we discuss colours, textures, fabrics. I have a lot of input with placement of where the furniture is going to go, and we just take everything that the customer wants or has an idea of. They might think that it's nothing or it's not workable, but everything's workable. So we work together very closely, and then I keep them up to date throughout the process with photos, phone calls, visits. Come and look at what's going on, and and safe to say, I always have a happy customer.
Oh, that's fantastic. So they've just got an item and they think, well, maybe we could do something with it. I haven't a clue what, but...
Yeah, they don't have the artistic vision most of the time, whereas I know that I do. And with my artistic background, I can put that forward and create a piece of art, because the finished product is like nothing that anybody else has got.
Right.
It's a unique one-off
absolutely.
piece of art.
Yeah. Absolutely, definitely. That's brilliant. So, thinking about your finished pieces, could you describe one that makes you feel particularly proud?
Yes. So I have a sideboard that I call the Beast, because it's huge, and it's about 120 years old.
Wow.
So it's a Victorian piece. It's been with the same family for all that time, but it didn't have that that X factor about it. So I have taken it and I've transformed it, and it now glitters and greens and golds and again all the earthy tones and the inspiration from nature. And that is my proudest piece, because it's the biggest piece. So it is my proudest achievement to date.
Fabulous. That sounds absolutely brilliant. So, question, when and where do you paint? So you mentioned you've got a workshop, and so when and where, and how easy is it for you to stop once you've started?
I can't stop once I've started. I think that can be said for most artists. Once you start a process, you just can't stop it. So I do a lot of work in the workshop. I also do a lot of work outdoors.
All right.
Again, the nature theme, being outdoors and gaining inspiration from that. So I do a lot of work outside in the elements and absolutely love it.
Oh wow! So you actually got your furniture out there and you're putting the stuff on it, and you know, when you're actually out in nature.
Yeah.
Oh, fabulous!
Yeah.
That's really cool. So, in terms of your personal identity and your sense of who you are, how important to you is being a furniture artist?
Extremely important. It's the best way that I can express my creativity. It's therapeutic, as in, you know, if something goes on in lives as it does, I can channel energy into doing the furniture and create better pieces. So in that way, it is really important for me to be able to use art as it's like a shadow, really.
Like a shadow?
It's like a shadow. Art follows me around.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always there whenever I need it.
Oh yeah, I love it. Yeah, fabulous. That's really great. So finally, how would you sum up what drives your creative process? Why do you create furniture art? Now, I know you've given us a lot of ideas, but you know, you've described this, but it's like this, how would you actually sum it up?
I think, like with most artists as well as myself, it's that passion to create. That's how I've got to do it. It's almost like driven. Once you start it, you've got to finish it. It's second nature. Yeah. It's a part of me. I need to create. If I wasn't creating furniture art, I'd be creating some kind of art, like I used to do jewellery making and portraits and landscapes and sculpture. So it's a part of me. So it's important that I do it and get that out there.
Yeah, fabulous. Brilliant. Yeah, that's really great. So thank you, Niki.
Thank you
for joining us today. You know, it's been great talking to you.
Thank you.
Really super. And we wish you all the best for the future. It sounds like you've got some brilliant stuff going on now.
Thank you.
Nice, very nice. So, and to you, the audience, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to Kirklees Local TV on YouTube to get our latest videos first. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.